Go to Google, there's over 169 million pages for the search term digital photography. Now that's good, but it's bad as well. It's both, because it's good in the fact that it's popular, but it's bad because if you're doing affiliate marketing the old school way, the old fashioned way, there's just too much competition there. It's too vast. But it is a great market, so we don't want to discount it. Just think about somebody who owns a digital camera. What other sort of topics would they also be interested in?
There's digital cameras, online photo backup services, lenses, camera bags, filters, flashes, lights, tripods, memory cards, photo printers, photo paper, digital picture frames. But some of those items, like digital cameras, are super competitive when it comes to advertising and click rates, and they'd be a challenge to get ranked for in the search engines.
And that's the first key, Mike. This is a great market. It's a fantastic market, and it's full of people that have a discretionary income and they're passionate about the topic. And as you said, there's loads of stuff to buy. But the key, the secret, is to come in through the side door. And that's exactly what we do in Affiliate Marketing 2.0. We find these huge markets, but we tap into these markets via the side door. So let's kind of just continue this analogy. Let's stick with this example of digital photography, because it's a topic that I'm pretty passionate about and I know quite a lot about. So instead of me trying to compete with Canon or Nikon or Sony in the digital camera market, why not target the same huge market but with a side door offer? In this example, why not market a how to sell digital photos product, which was far less competitive, but it still gets you in front of passionate people who still have all the same needs.
So in Affiliate Marketing 2.0, market research is really a three-step process. Step one is to identify a big market full of people that have discretionary income. Step two is to find a side door into that big market that is far less competitive, but still lets you tap into a bunch of people that have a variety of topically related needs that becomes really important later.
And it's vitally important as well, and we're actually going to be coming onto that in a second.
And step three, find an offer that you can present to this huge market that is side door focused and has high value and is completely risk-free, as in totally free.
The power of free. It's funny, free used to be a gimmick, didn't it? Do you remember buy one and get one free? Totally changed, not anymore. Free is now a fully fledged economy all of its own. Every successful business uses free somewhere in their business model. Look at Google, let's start at the top. It's no accident that for most people, Google never appear on their credit card. And just think about this, how is that possible? How can Google never appear on most people's credit cards, yet still be worth billions? Well, the answer is simple. They funnel people into their business with a high-value, risk-free offer, a free offer. And in Google's case, it's a search engine. There's loads of search engines. We all tend to use Google. So what they do is they establish trust immediately. And this is the critical step that we were talking about earlier. Let's learn from the leaders. You're going to start off your relationship with your market by offering something of great value that costs them absolutely nothing.
This is huge. And please pay special attention here, because that third step is where the whole concept of relationship ROI really shines. Let's talk about two things: relationship ROI and serial cycle income, because those two tactics are the key to successful affiliate marketing, and they fix almost everything that's wrong with most affiliate 1.0 marketing strategies.
There is a big problem with most affiliate marketing traffic strategies. Part of it is a math problem and part of it is a selling problem. Now, you've heard of the concept of conversion and conversion rates. That's Affiliate 1.0's weakest link, if you like. It's their dirty little secret. Let me give you some actual numbers. Most people consider a conversion rate of 1% to be pretty much standard, and that means that for every 100 visitors that see an offer, only one will buy. The second part of conventional marketing wisdom is that it takes a visitor or a prospect between about 5 or 7 exposures to an offer or a sales message before that offer even becomes meaningful to them, before it even begins to resonate with them. And then the last bit of information to consider is something that's known as the bounce rate. And this is the percentage of visitors that visit a page and leave without doing anything on that page at all. Now, there's really no average for a bounce rate, but even if it was as low as 25%, which, by the way, is an amazing bounce rate, that still means that only 3 out of 4 people will do anything on that page other than actually leave.
So let's do an example of a typical affiliate offer. Pay attention to the amount of traffic we need in order to pull off just 2 affiliate sales.
Yeah, this is rough. Here's how the math might work. Let's say you have 2,000 people come to your article or your blog post or your website that has got your affiliate offer on it. Now, the very first thing that happens is that you will lose 25% of them straight away to the bounce. That's just the nature of the business. It's the nature of the web. So immediately you're down from 2,000 to 1,500 people. Now, those 1,500 people then click through your affiliate link to the sales page, and there's more bounce on this next page. So you're now down to 1,125 visitors that are left. Now, remember, added to this, you need between 5 and 7 exposures of that message before the sales message on the affiliate offer even becomes meaningful. So let's be optimistic here. Let's divide it by 5 rather than 7. We're now boiling down, and we've now got 225 qualified, interested people. Now, the average close rate being just 1% means that you've now just made 2 1/4 affiliate sales. That's 2 sales for 2,000 visitors. And maybe the commission was $50 per sale.
Yeah, that's rough math right there, especially if you had to pay for any of that traffic. And in Affiliate Marketing 1.0, that traffic is one and done. Once you send the traffic to the sales page, you're never going to see it again.
Which is why we don't do it that way.
So if you take a look at the biggest drain on your traffic, it's the 5 to 7 exposures part.
Yeah, you're losing so much traffic there. And that really makes the case for using relationship ROI at this stage of your affiliate marketing campaigns.
That math in Affiliate Marketing 2.0 using relationship ROI is a whole lot better. Let's walk through an example, then do new math once we're done.
Okay, in the digital photography example, here's what you could and indeed should do. When I began, it made me ill to send all this traffic that I was generating to an affiliate offer that I wasn't even sure was going to convert. After doing all the hard work of getting the traffic in the first place and then sending it directly to a sales page, never to see them again, it just didn't make sense for a long-term strategy. So, why not give them something for free before trying to sell them anything? Now, I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but just wait and see how much of this increases your conversion rate. Here's what you should do. And by the by, all this is based on what I have done and what I continue to do over and over again online. First thing, it's time to wheel back in the power of free. Hooray! When I did this with digital photography, what I did was I spent about 5 hours research on how and what it takes to sell a digital photo to a stock photography site like iStockPhoto. Now, I went to iStockPhoto and a few other digital stock photography sites as well, and I compiled all the information about their photo submission and their payment policies that I could find. I organized all this in my word processor and I laid it out in a plain spoken document. I'd look at some digital photography forums for some tips on successful photo selling. I sent a couple of email questions to sites that buy photos. I asked about file format. I tried to find out as much as I can that people that wanted to sell digital photos would be asking. After about 5 hours of formatting the reports, adding some royalty-free stock images to spruce it all up, I exported it to a PDF document from my word processor. Now, I've done this for multiple markets and multiple side door topics. The whole thing, the whole process, usually takes me less than a solid 6 hours work. And by the way, you can outsource this part, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves right now. Then I take that report that I've just created and I drive my traffic to a very simple landing page that I'd made from a free blog, and in exchange for the visitor's email address, I would give them this free report.
Let's look at some real numbers, Chris. How did this technique work out? just on the front end side of things?
It's been brilliant. My landing pages convert at about 30%, so that means that 3 out of every 10 people that came to my landing pages gave me their email address in return to get this free report.
But you didn't try to sell anything. You just gave them a free report to get them on an email list.
Well, that's not entirely correct, and this bit is really important, so thanks for teeing this up for me, Mike. Using the relationship ROI technique, I get the best of both worlds. I get a list of passionate people, and I get an immediate income from a free offer. Now, this is actually very easy to do with any blog or any autoresponder service. So, first things first, let's go back to the beginning here. When someone comes to my landing page and they enter in their email address, I take them to a thank you page that tells them to check their email for the download link for their free report. And here's something that just blew my mind. And this was just a whim because I had no idea if this was going to work. On the thank you page and in the email that I sent them that had the download link to the free report, I asked them to take a look at a review that I did for an online digital photo backup service.
So right away, you're adding value 2 times, one in the form of free information and the other in the form of a review.
Absolutely. And let's be clear, this is a totally 100% like you're talking to a friend honest review, because I was more interested in creating a relationship with my subscriber first. And I'm not the most brilliant review writer, I just keep it very conversational because honestly that's the only way that I really know how to write.
That kind of communication creates a level of trust that most affiliate marketers never get a chance to. So closing that first sale wasn't your primary concern. You were after a relationship.
Absolutely. And this turned out to be the very best decision I've ever made online. Because, as it turns out, because I was adding the additional value of the free report and the brutally honest product review, that immediate offer that I made closed at over 3% of people that opted in. Now that is much higher than if I'd driven traffic directly to the offer. And it was this kind of aha moment that totally changed my business model.
That's huge. And even if you only added the free report to your strategy, the increased close rate would be a good enough reason to do this. But that's just the first benefit to Affiliate Marketing 2.0, because there is also something about that immediate offer that you chose to write the review on that is extremely important to another key strategy, one that we call serial cycle income.
The immediate offer that I try to make to all of my free report subscribers contains some sort of continuity option. So for example, to the digital photography market, using the sell online photos side door, you could offer some sort of online photo backup service that charges a small monthly fee, one of course that you get a commission for.
So as more people join that service, you layer commission on top of commission for as long as they remain a customer. And in some cases,
that customer may stay a customer for a very long time. A different free report I created recommended a web hosting company in it, and that also did very well for me.
Another example that I just started working on was with freshdiets.com. They deliver fresh food from a user-created menu, and the average customer life is about 4 months. And for every month that customer stays, I get a commission. But that's just the beginning of relationship ROI. We've only covered the very first communication that you have with a new subscriber. Because they're now on your list, you can communicate with your subscriber on a regular basis just by sending an email with valuable information.